Welcome to the last issue of the Knuckles miniseries, though definitely not the last because, as you probably know, this miniseries did well enough to get to launch our own Knuckles comic, which we will get to. Actually, not too far in the future. It actually comes pretty. We'll be seeing it. Okay, but let's get into the story. Great Captain Crunch, but here we go. Sonic the Hedgehog with great reluctance presents his friendly nemesis Knuckles and the Echidna's traveling companion Archimedes as they battle the Chaotix in order to defeat the even deadlier threat of Enerjack. Here's more text on harder read text on a background that's very cluttered. Why they do this all the time? This is, I think, a Ken Pender's trait. He likes doing these a lot. Deep in the heart of the Ebon, I don't know that. Okay? Citadel, the fate of everything as we know it. We decided a battle to be fought, neither side offering or giving any quarter. Here the past collides with the present, as descendant squares off against ancestor. The fiercest of opponents in any conflict are always those linked with the thickest of blood. For them, matters become more personal as the struggle evolves from the more physical contest to one of the conquering the opponent's heart and soul. Up until now, Knuckles has been master of all he's surveyed on the tropical paradise known as the Floating Island. Content in the belief that was a noble calling, now he must fight for what he believes in, or surrender to the legacy of fear. Although guided by his mentor, the fire ant known as Archimedes, Knuckles may find that he needs more than a little help. He may need a miracle as well. I don't know what that word is. Sorry. The serene calm, I think, whatever, of the night sky over Necronopolis conceals well the conflict about to erupt. You can do this easy, or you can do it rough. Either way, I gotta sneeze. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, yes, I nurse. Alright, wait for my signal. Airdeck still wins. You may have. I'm not sure who's talking here. Is it Knuckles or the ant? You may have crept us cold, but we can still make it hot for you. Time off, bud. Can you guess who wrote this story? Yeah, you know. I'm not gonna even say it. Or I'll really cool you off with some heavy duty high H200 smoking. Hey, where'd the fog come from? Where'd they go? Who knows what fear lurks in the hearts of those who have been duped? That voice gives me the chills. Where's it coming from? We know. Ugh. Good thing for me you aren't yourself, mighty, or else this would be muddy tough. Ugh, bad pun. As for you, Vector, I think you need to sit this one out. Sorry about this, kid, but better be a bee than me. What's with these puns? I should have anticipated this. My mindless minions can't think for themselves, therefore, I must take action. Enough! Archimedes, what's happened to us? Alright, my program puppets, bring the kin and fire it to me. After all, it's been a long time. Here's some really bad artwork. Ooh, with an awesome computer. Looks very awesome to me. Since I visit, since I visited with the family, I'm quite sure Chinny will have any concept of just how long, but I'd wager the fire ant does. Do you know that at one time the echidnas were the most advanced species of Mobius? My brother Edmund and I were Canopolis' top scientist. It was our dream to restore the floating island to its native Mobius, utilizing the energy of the Chaos Emerald. I created the Chaos Siphon, which would gradually absorb the energy generated by the emeralds, thus lowering us until we were rejoined with the land. However, we were denied by the council elders, foolish old men, too weak-willed to see that our predecessors. I hate when they spell words. Predecessor. Yeah. I hate it when it's split up. It's hard for me to read. Predecessment required a solution that was bold, daring. My brother was among them, and so it fell to me to carry out the plan. Fortunately, what I didn't count on was a redirection of energy that was channeled into me, changing me to something far more. However well I planned in my arrogance, I had not taken into account your ancestors entering the fray. Fire ants. Wow. They foiled my plans, bringing me down. My creation upon me. I suppose my brother Edmund took it upon himself to make an atonement for my deeds. Atonement? What the fuck does it say atonement? Little D. Probably. Ooh, sorry. I'll be racked with guilt over my death, but I did not die, for until generations I lay in utter blackness until the time was right for my rebirth, and now with my renewed life force I emerge, free to conquer a world and beyond. Of all who could possibly stand in my way were you two, making your move from the scene my highest priority. I admit it's amazing that you made it here through the desert. You're not really here, you know. We're a mirage. You're imagining things in your state of delusional grandeur. Is that what Knuckles is saying? Or what? Interesting. Doesn't know about the oasis we found out there. Don't mock me, young pup. Behold! Can't even begin to comprehend the power I wield. Power so limitless. Why is it pup? So they call baby kittens? They don't because they call them puggles. Yeah, I know that. Baby kittens are called puggles. Look it up. That's the energy it takes to hold this island aloft and create a new tower from the earth. Only this time, I don't foresee it collapsing anytime soon. Don't be so sure, history just might repeat itself. Right, Archimedes? Sure, then even you know I can, there's fire again bullshit. I hardly think so. Let me demonstrate. That was but a mild taste. Are we supposed to be impressed? No. Just a quake in mortal terror, the fate I have in store for you. Prepare yourselves. This time, in one time, you cannot escape. Wait for my signal, lad. I bid you adieu. What? You really think some cheap parlor trick will help you elude me? As I stem the flow of air from allowing you to breathe? So that's what's happening. Okay? I will. They vanished. Of all the attention chaotics, the Kingdom Fire Ants are on the loose. Locate and capture them, bring them to me. The master commands. We must be quick with our task. There they go. The illusion trick is something else. So, what's next? Is that Knuckles saying that, or are they fucking Fire Ant? It looks like it's pointing Fire Ant, but this time I tried to look like it's Knuckles saying that. But I can't tell because they don't. It's not clear enough for me. Next, we prepare to counterattack. How do you propose we do that? It doesn't need to be anywhere near us in order to strike. You're quite correct. However, we have an ace up our sleeves. We do? We do. Right now, for some reason, my illusion trick, as you put it, keeps us concealed from counterattack. Thus, we'll be able to get in position and surprise! Yep, this is a plan, alright. Don't just stand on top of him. Cuff him! What? Ugh, enough! What do you hope to accomplish with that maneuver? That I laugh myself silly? How disappointing. I at least expect better of you, Echidna. My name's Knuckles Interjack, or should I say, Great Uncle Dimitri, the only Echidna who ever put himself over his own kind. I've known all about you for a long time. I am what I am because of you. No. You are who you are because of my spineless brother. You are who you are because of all the scared sheep of the Grand Council. They didn't have my vision, or my courage. You call this courage? Fighting with enhanced strength? I need only my raw natural strength to take you out, pup. Maybe stronger, but do you know how to fight? I have forgotten more than you have learned. Where's your bravado now, great nephew? With my pride and honor, great uncle. Those are qualities I'll never lose. Qualities you never had. No! Hang on, Archie. Archie? Ugh. Or it probably spelled Archie. Pronounced Archie. Guess Knuckles is feeling pretty good. What the fuck is that tagline? It says Archie, which is what the that's what that would pronounce. Archie. How would that say Archie? Archie. That will be Archie, which is what the comic publisher made this comic. I'm switching to glide mode. How's that for a land? Thank you everyone for coming through, as I knew you would. But Archimedes, we only captured an escaper so you could get away. And if we do launch the citadel in space, then who? The city, it's vanishing like a bad nightmare. Oh boy, I feel like my head's been stomped on. You look like your head's been stomped on, just the same. It's great to see you, Mugs. Knuckles. Did it again, Nux. How'd you do it this time? Yeah. Once, guys, I can't take the credit. It's a combination of things that add up when I put them together. My dad's story, plus Archimedes, plus Interjack. I could never defeat Interjack on my own. However, if I could depend on the unlucky sources for help, I stood a better chance, and better than ever, even chance of beating him. Till now, I was basically a loner, relying only on myself. I think Interjack sensed that, figured I wouldn't go beyond that. It's been learned from history. Interjack didn't. For all evidence, even Interjack didn't know about the oasis we found in the middle of nowhere. We are still having a clue where it came from or it disappeared to. Oh, who cares? The good guys won anyway. Let's party. Let's party. As well as you should, especially you, Knuckles. You conducted yourself nobly and well. By distracting your great uncle through violent combat, you allowed me to complete the rocket engines that carried him from the world without your efforts. Also been lost. And yeah, here's the reveal. Knuckles' dad's alive, which already spoiled a couple of issues back, but yeah, they get revealed pretty quickly. Knuckles doesn't know his dad is alive for quite a while, though, so you're gonna like Locke. Just kidding, you're not. He's an asshole. You understand the message of history. We are all together as one. That you all accept Archimedes as an ally glads me further. The very natural opposites, both volcanoes and fire ants, are intertwined for mutual benefit. Thus, relationship continues. As for me, I shall keep a watchful eye, as for my forefathers have done for countless generations. For it is in the father's duty to look after his son. And that is the end. No, it's not the end. Ever since I made initial contact to begin your training for my advanced responsibilities, I didn't think you could adapt to new situations, but you surprised me. I will admit, you show me you're up to the task of being guardian of the floating island. Just don't let it go to your head, my lad. You're okay yourself, Archie. For a fire ant, that is. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Golly, here's that blog. Ha 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 ha. The end for now. Okay, here's the map of the spaceship. I think that's the end. Here's your spaceship diagram. We're going back to the Sonic franchise in the next comic, which I'll be happy to do. So, thank you for watching. See ya later.